You know, when Jerry reached out, I really wanted, there's actually another cooler I wanted to review, but it was discontinued. So you guys saw the last one, the Mugen 5. I haven't tested it yet, but I'm very optimistic that it's going to do well. And I also have one more. It's the Ninja 5. It's a really, it's very similar. It's the same amount of heat pipes, but it looks to be a lot longer. So let's do this. Let's get it opened up. Let's see how the mounting differs, and then give you guys kind of my overall thoughts, and hopefully I'll have the showdown here pretty soon. So here we go. Let's go ahead and open her up. Oh, there we go. Now I'm really curious with the fact it only has 6 heat pipes like the previous, the Mugen 5. Is it going to be better? I don't know. But packaged fine. It has like fans on each side of it. Here, I'll kind of show you. It actually has soft foam too, so I really like that for the fact that these coolers aren't super expensive. I want to say this one might have been a little bit more, but I think maybe 70 bucks, maybe? You guys can see it in the description below. So, really not much involved there. We got some soft foam. It's not actually as big as I expected it to be. So, that's a good thing, obviously. So, we have the fans. These are just like previous fans. We have all the mounting hardware. And then we have this giant behemoth. It's not as heavy as you would think, but let's go ahead and see how this thing mounts. We'll do AM4 first this time. How did I manage to do the same exact mistake twice? So this goes inward this time, not outward. And last time I did outward inward instead of outward. So this is supposed to face inwards, because I was like, it doesn't reach. But this is why I do videos like this, because I make the mistakes and you guys learn from it. That's the goal. Okay, and this one will do the same thing. By the way, I'm using the stock backplate, if that wasn't apparent. Perfect. Now, this will go just like that, and use the screwdriver. Get a couple good twists on that one. I can't see. There we go. Perfect. Alright, probably there we go. Get it lined up there. Perfect. There we go. Now I did not add thermal paste because I don't want to waste it. Get this other one tied all the way down, but you should. You should also remove the plastic piece at the end of there. I'm hoping there's a hard stop on this one. Yep, got it there. Oh, I was already on that one. Perfect. So I'm going to get this one on first. Now this has short memory, so it's not really going to impede it much. But it definitely, we'll find out on the Intel build, you know, just how tall memory interacts with this. So stay tuned, everybody. That will be next. There we go. There's that one. And then let's get the other fan going here. So we definitely want to do this in a push-pull scenario. Actually, I had somebody that did pull-pull on accident. They just didn't know better. It's like, yeah, it's not really supposed to work like that. Temps are probably not good. Yeah, you don't want airflow to be fighting each other. You want it to flow through as much air as possible unimpeded. So, perfect. Then we're going to put this one on this side here. And let's see how she looks here. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Yeah. So even if you move this up, since this isn't as tall, you can move this up a fair bit and still not, you still have a fair bit down here. So perfect. Let's go ahead and do Intel next. Okay, so completely different backplate. There's actually a side that says top. So, I should probably take a look at which notch to use here. So, middle one. Okay, that was actually the one I was going to go with. So, what there is there's these long pieces here. There looks to be a total of 3 notches, and then we're just going to go ahead and that's all the further go. Okay. I was expecting like a clip sound here, but that was not the case, so just perfectly fine by me. Make my life a bit on the easier side too. This one here. And then last one. So this isn't new. Cooler Master does this quite frequently with theirs. So this should now, in a perfect world, pop up through the bottom. Which it did. On there's actually, on the back plate, something that says top. So just keep that in mind. And judging by before, it's wait, there's more. Oh, these are still relevant. Okay, so the ones we use for AMD, they go on here. So they're the black pieces that go over. So these are used for both. Just fine by my book. And then, yeah, it looks like, yeah, these are going to go just like AMD did. Oh, there's a middle notch in these. I was like, that's not sliding all the way. Yeah, there's actually 3 notches in these. Bam, bam, bam. So, 1150X, or 11.5X. That's how that's set up. So let's see, before we go any further, if we are, yes, we're good. So let's go ahead and get these bad boys or girls tied down. This literally feels like the Cooler Master AIO I just pulled off of this system. Has the same top pieces. So like that, and then I will screw these down a fair bit. Definitely don't want to over tighten them, but we do need these tighten a fair bit. We want the core to stay on, especially if you move around a fair bit. So that's the only reason why we're tightening here. Perfect. Okay. Now the fun part, getting the cooler mounted. Okay, that one's good. This one all the way down. Pretty much a hard stop there. hard stop there. And then these go on just like the previous one. So these, I would probably sit these a few millimeters above the VRM. So, well, this is actually the IO plate cover, so we're good there. But just food for thought, if you have really tall VRMs, I would definitely not want to sit it right on there. And then, so I kind of suspected this was going to happen. So with really tall, come on, it sits just like that. But what's interesting is, well, and the fact that it's pushing on the memory. So we're going to lift this up even more, a little bit more here. Come on. I'm bending it. Ugh. This is really on there. There we go. Careful. Okay. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be bending this RAM module, so what we'll do is we will just bring it up a little bit higher. So the problem is it looks stupid. I still have it sitting on the RAM module. So that's the downside. So kind of give you guys a little bit of a better look here. It just looks kind of dumb with tall RAM. So my advice would be this, depending on the performance. I mean, if the other one really stinks and this one's stellar, if you're getting RGB memory, high heat sink, wouldn't do it. You know, the RAM that's, you know, in the AMD platform would be perfect for this. It works out really well. Where I see a cooler, actually, let's wrap this up because I have some thoughts. So, my thoughts on this. I don't know the performance. Has the same amount of heat pipes as a Mugen 5. This setup, it looks dumb. It does, right? So if you have tall memory, tall VRMs, I've built, you know, integrated this plastic picos over the IO shield. I think this cooler has a place, and where that place is on a B450 Ryzen board. The reason why is, so let's not drop this. Let's take a look. VRMs are not that tall compared to those. Those are a lot taller. So you can get the fans down closer. Get yourself some memory that doesn't sit as high. So this would be perfect for your budget, $500 to $1,000 systems, maybe a little higher, where you know you're gonna get something with good VRM. Like the VRM itself is fine, where you can do some overclocking, and you know this VRM is actually probably better than this one, to be 100% honest. The way this is slotted, this actually cools better with airflow. So something like a B450M Pro 4 from Azeron with like a 2700 or a 2600X, I think we'll end up doing a 2700X, would be perfect because you can get the fans down lower, get some better cooling towards the VRM, which means that, you know, those will be fine and won't be overheating. You can actually get a budget board with a higher end processor, and then get yourself some memory that's not super high profile. Like these ballistics are perfect, for example. You know, RGB definitely not ideal for that. So that's kind of my thoughts. I think this particular cooler definitely has its place. It's not the blingiest, it's not the most RGB-ish, but I think it'll do well in the performance test coming up. And I'm really interested to see what it does. So there's a giveaway still going on. Check that out on the previous video. Just pay attention. There's a lot of things to consider, making sure that, you know, if you win them, you'll be able to use them and all that stuff. But like the video if you liked it, dislike if you dislike, comment, get subscribed. But that's it. As always, guys, Steve from PC Budget Solutions, and I'll see you later on down the road.